Ambassador Chen read the message 3 times before he believed it. The Vaxtorian Empire, the largest military power in 3 sectors, had agreed to the trade negotiations. But there was a condition. Emperor Krell insisted on sending one of his daughters to Earth as a cultural liaison for the 6-month negotiation period. It's a test, his assistant Maya said, pulling up the attached file. He sent Princess Vara. Chen looked at the image and felt his stomach drop. The princess was substantially heavier than the other Vaxtorians he'd met. Her violet skin stretched over generous curves. The file notes, clearly written by Vaxtorian officials, were cruel, unmarriageable, awkward, clumsy in formal settings, unsuitable for traditional roles. He's insulting us, Maya said, sending his least valuable daughter. Their words, not mine, as if we're not worth a real alliance. Chen studied the princess's face in the photo. Her eyes were downcast, her posture defensive. But there was something else there. Intelligence, maybe. Sadness, definitely. Or maybe, Chen said slowly, he's giving us exactly what we need. Princess Vara arrived expecting the worst. She'd endured her father's laughter as he'd told her about her assignment, suffered through her sister's mockery. The humans would reject her, insult the Empire, and she'd be blamed for the failed negotiations. Instead, Ambassador Chen greeted her personally at the spaceport. Your Highness, welcome to Earth. He bowed with genuine respect. Vara waited for the other shoe to drop. The joke, the dismissal, it didn't come. I hope the journey wasn't too difficult, Chen continued. We've prepared quarters for you, but if anything isn't to your liking, please let us know. We want you to be comfortable. You don't wish to send me back? Chen looked genuinely confused. Why would we? We're honored to host you. Over the next week, Vara waited for the cruelty she knew was coming. But Chen treated her like what she was, royalty. He sought her input on the negotiations, listened when she spoke, asked about her knowledge of Vaxtorian trade law, which was extensive because no one had ever wanted to talk to her about anything else. You actually read the economic treaties, Chen said one evening, impressed. All 40 volumes. I had time. Vara's voice was bitter. No one wants to dance with the fat princess. Their loss. Chen said it so matter-of-factly that Vara looked up in shock. You understand interstellar commerce better than anyone I've met. That's actually valuable, not decorative. Something cracked in Vara's carefully maintained walls. The negotiations proceeded smoothly, largely because Vara knew exactly which clauses her father would reject and how to reword them. Chen relied on her expertise, credited her publicly, and when a Vaxtorian delegate made a dismissive comment about her appearance, Chen had them removed from the talks. No one disrespects my colleagues, he said firmly. Colleagues. Not burden. Not joke. Colleagues. 2 months in, Chen found Vara crying in the garden. I don't want to go back, she whispered. Here, I'm worth something. Back home, I'm just the embarrassment they ship off to failed negotiations. Chen sat beside her. What if you didn't go back? The treaty requires. The treaty requires a cultural liaison. It doesn't say they have to return. Chen pulled out his tablet. We could offer you asylum. Or, there's another option. He showed her the document. A marriage proposal, not arranged by empires, but offered freely between 2 people. You want to marry me? Vara's voice shook. But I'm brilliant? Funny? The only person who laughs at my terrible puns. Chen smiled. Yeah, I noticed. I'm fat, Chen. By your standards, by anyone's standards. By my standards, you're perfect. He took her hand carefully. I'm not asking, because I'm supposed to. I'm asking because over the past 2 months, I've fallen completely in love with you. Your mind, your kindness, your ability to negotiate trade tariffs while eating ice cream. That was one time. It was impressive. You didn't drop a single page. Chen's expression softened. Vara, you are exactly what I want. Not in spite of anything, just you. All of you. Vara searched his face for deception and found only honesty. My father will think you're mocking him. Let him think what he wants. Chen squeezed her hand. I'm asking you, not him. What do you want? What she wanted was to kiss him. So she did. When Emperor Krell received the marriage announcement, his roar could be heard across 3 decks of his flagship. The human married her? The insult. The audacity. Then the trade agreement arrived. The most favorable terms the Empire had received in decades, negotiated brilliantly. And a personal note from Chun. Thank you for sending Princess Vara. She is extraordinarily talented, and I'm honored she's chosen to stay. The joke, it seems, was on you. You sent away your best negotiator. At the wedding, Maya whispered to Chun, "You know everyone thinks you married her for political advantage, right?" Chun watched Vara laugh with his sister, relaxed and radiant in a dress she'd chosen herself. Let them think what they want. I know the truth, which is, I'm a luckiest man in 3 sectors. Chun grinned. I was offered 1 month with someone extraordinary. I chose forever instead. Vara caught his eye across the room and smiled. Not the careful, defensive smile she'd arrived with, but something genuine and bright. Chun smiled back and thought, best negotiation of my life.